What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here at Chris's MMA Universe. I just want to talk real quick about the co-main event of UFC 254 this weekend, this Saturday, live on pay-per-view, which is the main event being Khabib versus Justin Gaethje for the undisputed lightweight title. But the co-main event is what I want to talk about really quick, which is Cannonier going up against Robert Whittaker, which is the former champion of the middleweight division in a middleweight bout. So Cannonier right now is kind of on a run. So him going up against Robert Whittaker is actually very, very big for his career, because if he could get past a former champion in Robert Whittaker, then that kind of like solidifies him, at least in the running for a potential fight up against, the middleweight king right now in Izzy. Now, yeah, Jared Cannonier could be next in line if he beats a former champion, in Robert Whittaker. Like I said, it could solidify it. It could. So I'm not going to say for sure that it will, but he would definitely be in the running and probably next. Who really knows? But Robert Whittaker, however, is getting thrown right back into the fire, as he said himself. He wants to really get back in there. Robert Whittaker's, he's a young guy, 28, 29 years old. This is me without checking, but I'm pretty sure he's around that range. That's very young. Some fighters don't even hit their prime yet at that age. So Robert Whittaker still has room to get better. And let's be honest, Robert Whittaker got spanked up by Izzy. He got his ass whooped. And me making a video back then before they went up against each other, I would admit, I thought Robert Whittaker was going to win that fight. And I was completely wrong. He got whooped in that fight against Izzy. And I'm only saying that because it's the truth. So, Jared Cannonier, let me speak on Jared just for a second here. I'm actually getting a little tired. And guys, try to understand me here. I'm getting a little tired of people when they actually, you know what? When fighters go up against Anderson Silva in this stage in his career, Anderson Silva's career, at this time of Anderson Silva's career, people actually want to look at it like they beat Anderson Silva in his prime. The man who beat Anderson Silva, which was the first guy in many years, which was the first guy in the entire UFC to beat Anderson Silva, was Chris Weidman. And Chris Weidman's getting spanked up now. Now, however, you know what? That's just a side note. I just want to say, why are these fighters getting credit, or they like to believe themselves that they beat Anderson Silva in his prime? Like, they still feel like Anderson Silva is this monster guy that can't be beaten, even though he's like, what? What is he like? 1-8? And 8-1? And like his last 9 fights? I really don't know exactly. I'm not checking here. I'm just saying. What fight did Anderson Silva even win since he lost against Weidman? The Nick Diaz fight was a no contest. And Derek Brunson, when it arguably could have went to Derek Brunson, and not in Derek Brunson's defense, but I'm just saying. Come on, seriously? I don't understand why. Everybody's running through Anderson Silva right now on the people he's fighting. Arguably, I know the fight with Izzy didn't really run through him, but Izzy was rocking him. Izzy easily beat him. It's not like they arguably could have went to Anderson Silva. I'm just saying, these people that fight Anderson Silva, Jared Cannonier actually fought Anderson Silva and stopped him with a leg kick. Come on, man. Anderson Silva has lost it a very long time ago and probably should have just left the UFC already. He's like 42, 43 years old. Fighting Uriah Hall soon, which I believe he shouldn't even take the fight. But I believe that will be Anderson Silva's last fight. Now, this isn't really about Anderson Silva. I just wanted to talk about Jared Cannonier on and other fighters for that matter, thinking that they beat a prime Silva. I mean, come on. Come on. So, anyway, Jared Cannonier going against Robert Whittaker. And Robert Whittaker being the former champion, I mean, he's very technical. Robert Whittaker is very, very technical with his striking, especially. I mean, he has great boxing. But sometimes he could get a little sloppy in there. And Jared Cannonier sometimes could throw some haymakers where he's not really watching himself either, where he can easily get caught down the middle. But I just believe that this is going to be a fight where both men really, really need to win. Now, I don't know who's going to win this fight. I really don't know. But both men seem very, very hungry. I mean, very hungry going into this. I mean, I do believe Robert Whittaker's going in there starving for this win, especially, after losing the title the way he did. I mean, come on. It was a little embarrassing. You got outclassed by somebody he thought thought he was going to beat. I mean, of course, you're supposed to go in there with that mental state where, no. Like, this guy's definitely going to go down, this and that, But come on. He got handled in that fight. It's just the truth. So, Jared Cannonier going in there, he could definitely put Robert Whittaker out, but Robert Whittaker could do the same thing. It's just these both men, they both got power in their hands. They're both going in there hungry for this win. So I'm not even going to predict it. I'm not going to predict this. I really want to see you guys predict this fight. I really want to know what you think and who do you think is going to win. And remember, Jared Cannonier did not have a notable win against Anderson Silva.